designer in Paris, and very quickly I had, of course, not the money I needed to make the shows in Paris. So I went to see, of course, the model agencies, find very quickly Sam, and we loved each other quite quickly. And then she said, "Oh, don't worry, Darja, I come over my work." So basically, after her everyday booking, especially before the fashion shows in Paris, she was incredibly busy. But as soon as she could, she showed up in my atelier, and we would plan and think about all the great show we're gonna do. And it was not only about models, it was about ideas. And so we spent often until 3, 4 in the morning, and Sam, the poor girl, had just like 3 hours to sleep and then go back to work to be in Marilyn's agency again. So she was always with me for several collections, and I loved to prepare the shows with her, and which was a very funny thing. There was not only always Sam, it was as well always Lulu, the dog. And she came always with a dog, and I worked with very, very precious materials, very expensive. I worked with cashmere overlay, so created this beautiful handmade fabrics, unique in the world. And as soon as Lulu came, Sam just took one of these incredible precious fabrics on the floor for Lulu. So Lulu had always this very high class, beautiful surrounding, very soft, and yes, it was yeah, Lulu was always there. And when you see my shows, I mean, all the pictures and the fashion shows, you always see some dog legs in the way, next to the runway.
Have you got any of those pictures then to show us?
Yes, I mean, you know, I don't have everything with me now, but
you can send them to me by
exactly,
email.
Yeah, sure, definitely. So, and so Sam was kind of a big source of inspiration and constant fun, of course, in imagining all kind of little bras or soutien-gorge or little any kind of little surprising things on female bodies, which could make a big effect. So this was one of our favorite teams as well. Like have, of course, models with a nice poitrine, you know, very nice shapes. And because I'm feminine, Sam is feminine, and of course, what we needed to express is femininity. So we had this in common. And yeah, and then we spent as well holidays together. And I remember it was the year of the big scandal in America, Monica Lewinsky story. Mm-hmm. And this year we went to Italy, in Cefalù, in Sicily, with a big group of friends. And we rented this house, and we would spend our time. Everybody was allowed to be one day Monica and play the role of Monica. And Sam was making the planning of filming and. And it was more like about, you know, getting dressed and playing around and just just to have fun together. And in this year of Monica Lewinsky, all of a sudden I needed a portrait photo, which I didn't expect to, you know. And at the time we used more faxes. Internet was not the really thing we had at the time. And so Sam, let's say, oh, okay, so I'm going to make a picture with you. And so we bought this little throwaway camera. And then she made me up. And of course, it was fantastic with Sam because it was this hot, bright sun. And you could hardly see even very, very strong makeup in this bright sun. So Sam would make me up. And then we just would go to the sea. Of course, Lulu would follow us. And then she made this amazing picture, which I think is one of the best pictures ever taken by somebody. And I'm going to show it to you.
I know the famous picture. I wanted to ask you if you have
exactly.
a copy.
I mean, this is a very bad copy.
Yeah.
It's just a bad copy. It's just, you know, after I have it somewhere in you know.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is not a remake, you know, it's not treated by computer or anything.
I remember the colours in the original.
Exactly.
The sea was so blue.
Blue.
Yeah.
And
with your eyes.
Exactly.
Well.
It was amazing. And you can see the makeup, you know.
Yeah.
She made it really fantastic. And the collection was called Sweet Paradise, and it was the invitation card afterwards for my show.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So you're